Alrighty, cherubs, so today we're going to be making a coil cup. So the first thing that I want to do is start a base. So what I'm going to do is just take some clay and pinch out a little base for my cup. I'm going to smooth it out, and I want to pull up the sides just a little bit so I have a place to put my first coil. So I don't want it to be completely flat. Now I'm going to take my first coil, I'm going to take some clay, squeeze it out into a rope, and then roll it out into a coil using all of my hands, from the bottom of the palm all the way up to my fingertips. I'm going to try and get it as consistent and even as possible. Now I'm going to take the comb and score the base as well as the coil. Now I'll take a little bit of slip, attach it there, and apply some good pressure as I attach that coil. Now what I'm going to do is stitch it on the outside, and then I'm going to stitch it on the inside. I want to do this immediately. I don't want to wait. Okay, so make sure you stitch on the inside and the outside. Just going to take it and push the clay down to attach it on the inside and outside right away. Now I'm going to keep going with that process. I'm going to score, slip, take more scored coil, and keep going around. Now I'm going to wind up doing this. I'm going to add probably about 6 or 7 coils onto this cup to make it the height that I want. And again, notice that the base is about the size of my palm, so we're talking about 4 or 5 inches across. We don't want a tiny little shot glass here. We want a nice size cup. So the process really doesn't change at all. You just keep adding coils, scoring, slipping, and rolling out as you need them. And then stitching them together to make sure that they are nice and consistent. Now what I'm going to do is that I've added all the coils, I'm going to spray it down, add some water to it, and I'm going to take my wooden rib and I'm going to smooth the whole thing out. So I've got a lot of inconsistencies in there, a lot of divots and impressions, and I want to get rid of those with the rib, and I want to make this as smooth as humanly possible. So I'm just going to take that rib and keep swiping down, smoothing it out. I'm going to want to do this on the inside as well. You'll see that here. Another thing that you can do is take a wooden paddle and lightly tap the sides of the clay to help smooth it out and make it even and consistent. So that's another approach too. I would use them in conjunction with the wooden rib. Now what I want to do is add a foot ring. Make sure you add a foot ring. So we're going to roll out one last coil, and then I'll be attaching it, same as always, scoring and using some slip, and then stitching it all together to get that foot ring nice and attached. And again, the foot ring just makes the profile more beautiful and makes the piece a little bit more finished.